Hi everyone. Welcome back to English Fab, where learning English is practical, useful, and fab. Understanding how to describe temperature can be tricky. You might struggle to find the right words to explain extreme heat, sudden cold, or even the way the air feels on your skin. Should you say it's scorching or just hot? Is the weather breezy or chilly? Learning these words can help you express yourself more naturally in everyday conversations. Today, we'll go over essential vocabulary related to temperature. We'll cover different ways to describe heat, cold, mild weather, and how temperature changes. We'll also look at words that describe sensations like sweaty hands, icy drinks, and refreshing breezes. These words will help you sound more fluent when talking about the weather, your surroundings, and even your personal experiences. If you find English difficult, don't worry. You can translate the subtitles into English and your own language like this. Check the description below for extra details. Now, let's get started. Let's go over some essential vocabulary. 1. Extreme heat. Boiling, extremely hot, like boiling water. Scorching, very hot, often referring to the sun or weather. Blazing, intensely hot, sometimes related to fire. Sweltering, uncomfortably hot and humid. Sizzling, a high level of heat, often used for cooking. Blistering, so hot that it can cause blisters or discomfort. Smoldering, a slow-burning heat without flames. Roasting, very hot, similar to being cooked in an oven. Baking, dry and hot, like a desert. Burning, painfully hot, often causing damage. Fiery, intense heat, sometimes used to describe emotions. Scalding, a level of heat that can cause burns, like hot water. Tropical, warm and humid, like the climate in tropical regions. Overheated, too hot, often to an uncomfortable or dangerous level. 2. Mild and comfortable temperatures. Warm, slightly hot but comfortable. Balmy, warm with a pleasant breeze. Pleasant, a nice temperature that feels good. Mild, not too hot or too cold. Moderate, a balanced temperature, comfortable for most people. Room temperature, the natural indoor temperature, neither hot nor cold. Cozy, a comfortable warmth that feels nice. Gentle breeze, a soft wind that makes the air feel cooler. Spring-like, weather that feels like spring, mild and fresh. Breezy, a temperature with some wind but still comfortable. Airy, light and fresh air, not too hot or cold. Refreshing, a cool and pleasant temperature. Perfect weather, the ideal temperature, usually mild and comfortable. 3. Cold and freezing temperatures. Freezing, very cold, at or below 0 degrees. Chilly, a bit cold but not freezing. Frosty, covered with frost or ice, very cold. Icy, so cold that things might freeze. Nippy, a slight coldness, often felt in the air. Shivering, the reaction of shaking due to being very cold. Biting, a sharp, painful coldness. Frigid, extremely cold, almost unbearable. Arctic, as cold as the Arctic region, extremely freezing. Crisp, a fresh and cool temperature, often refreshing. Snowy, cold with snowfall. Numbing, so cold that it makes the skin lose feeling. Wintry, a temperature that feels like winter. Sub-zero, below 0 degrees, extremely cold. 4. Sudden and changing temperatures. Fluctuating, changing temperature back and forth. Unstable, not steady, frequently changing. Drastic, a sudden, extreme change in temperature. Rapid shift, a quick temperature change. Cool down, when the temperature drops. Heat wave, period of extremely hot weather. Cold snap, a sudden drop in temperature. Unexpected dip, a drop in temperature that was not predicted. Sudden rise, a fast increase in temperature. Temperature swing, a big difference in temperatures over a short period. Gradual warming, the temperature increasing slowly over time. Abrupt change, a sudden and surprising temperature shift. Seasonal variation, the difference in temperatures depending on the season. 5. Temperature-related sensations. Sweaty, feeling hot and covered in sweat. Goosebumps, the little bumps on the skin when feeling cold. Clammy, cold and slightly wet skin. Lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, just slightly warm. Tingling, a slight, prickly feeling caused by temperature changes. Shivering, the reaction of shaking due to cold. Burning hot, so hot that it feels painful. Ice cold, extremely cold, like ice. Soothing, a temperature that feels calming and pleasant. Refreshing, a temperature that feels revitalizing and energizing. Overheated, feeling too hot, usually uncomfortably so. Stuffy, a warm, uncomfortable, and airless feeling. Toasty, a pleasant level of warmth. Now that we've gone over essential vocabulary, let's see how these words are used in real-life sentences. These examples will help you understand how to use them naturally in conversation. 1. Extreme heat. The desert was scorching in the afternoon sun. Scorching describes extremely hot weather, especially in dry places like deserts. I burned my tongue on the scalding hot soup. Scalding means extremely hot, often used for liquids that can cause burns. 2. Mild and comfortable temperatures. The weather was balmy and perfect for a picnic. Balmy means warm and pleasant, often with a light breeze. I love the breezy evenings in spring. Breezy describes a light wind that makes the air feel fresh and cool. 3. Cold and freezing temperatures. It was so frosty outside that my breath turned into mist. Frosty describes very cold weather that can create ice or frost on surfaces. The frigid wind made my fingers numb. Frigid means extremely cold, often making it uncomfortable to be outside. 4. Sudden and changing temperatures. The temperature took a drastic drop overnight. Drastic drop means a sudden and extreme decrease in temperature. A heat wave is expected to hit the city next week. A heat wave is a period of extremely hot weather lasting for days. 5. Temperature-related sensations. Her hands felt clammy after running in the heat. Clammy means damp and slightly sticky, often caused by heat or nervousness. The ice water was refreshing on such a hot day. Refreshing describes a cool and pleasant feeling that makes you feel energized. That wraps up today's lesson on temperature vocabulary. Now you have a variety of words to describe different levels of heat, cold, and temperature changes. Whether you're talking about a scorching summer day, a chilly winter morning, or a refreshing breeze, you can now express yourself with confidence. Try using these words in your daily conversations. Describe how the weather feels, how your coffee tastes, or even how your hands feel after touching something cold. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. Okay. Thanks for watching today's lesson on English Fab. I hope you found these English tips useful and feel more confident. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these phrases in your daily conversations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more Fab English lessons. Until next time, keep practicing and stay Fab.